Right, we are live for this game. OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay for the Ranfurly Shield. I'm very excited for this one, and we are getting pretty close to kickoff at the moment. Unless kickoff's already been, I'm just waiting and seeing, but I believe it was a 3:35 or 4:35 kickoff. So hopefully we haven't missed anything, but this game is OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay. I'm very excited for it. I'm still on the fence with who's going to win, but I think OTAGO may be able to retain here. So the teams have made their way onto the field, or at least one of them has. Hawke's Bay are still in the changing room. I'm skipping forward a little bit more though. And we are very close to kickoff now. Ref is Cam Stone, Caleb Nielsen, Fraser, someone, and it has disappeared, so I haven't quite got it out. But we are very close to kickoff here. OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay. I'm very excited for this one. Hope you guys are too. Extremely close to kickoff. I'd say less than a minute away at the moment. Just quickly getting some stuff set up. And that is kickoff happening now. Josh Ioane to get us underway for OTAGO. Oh, it is taken well by Jonah Lowe there, just outside his 22. Fakatava passes out to Toala. And the number 9, Fakatava, has kicked downfield. It's made it to halfway. Taken well by Karoi. Goes to Josh Ioane. Out to Nariki. He's a dangerous runner of the ball. Gives it out to the number 13, who, of course, would be Michael Collins. Josh Ioane running sideways at the moment, trying to set something up. And it has bounced over the fella out on the wing, the number 14. So it is going to be a line out for Hawke's Bay here. OTAGO did look strong in that first minute of the game. And it is Ash Dixon. He is the third highest for line-out throws there. Hawke's Bay fire it out the back line. Jonah Lowe inwards. Fakatava passes to the number 8. Oh, McClutchy tries to find a gap and almost does. And it's a penalty against OTAGO. No, against Hawke's Bay. I'm having a shocker at the moment. But OTAGO have got the penalty here. So Josh Ioane will be trying to find touch with this kick 2 minutes into this game. OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay. The Ranfurly Shield is on the line. Both teams look like they have come to play so far. So this could be a high-scoring affair. I see we have 3 people at the moment viewing live. How is everyone? Who is everyone picking to win this game? Line out throw to OTAGO. They have retained. Hamilton. Oh, it's a bit rough. Right, we have got a few people watching. George Meyer has said oi oi. Hello, George. How are you? Isaac has put g'day. Yeah, g'day, Isaac. Thank you for tuning in. The Rugby Opinioneer has said hi as well. Everyone is tuning in for this OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay game. OTAGO's got it, says Isaac. That is a bold prediction. What do you think the score will be? And then George Meyer, oi, I'm having chicken fatigue. You are a very lucky boy, George. Hamilton passes the ball to the prop. Hawke, Hamilton again. Passes to Michael Collins. Josh Ioane. Oh, that was a rough pass. Nareki, he's got very good hands, and he's almost found a gap, and he's still going. Nareki. Josh Ioane goes to the number 4, Jack Regan. Hamilton out to Josh Ioane. OTAGO looking like they will be using their backline very well for this game. Tackle on Charles Eaton. Hawke's Bay are defending quite well though. And the number 4 for Hawke's Bay wins the penalty. It was Jeff Cridge, I believe. Not releasing the ball. We have got a few comments. I shall look at them now. Isaac's going to go with, I'm going to go with 27-18. It is a good prediction. George Myers, but can I ask a question? I am scared what it's going to be, George, but go ahead. Heard it here first from Isaac. Has he got the prediction right? We will have to wait and see. You got this, you got this, you got this from Isaac Williams. The score at the moment still 0-0, OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay. And the line-out throw will be Ash Dixon taking it. Ash Dixon throws it in, and it is claimed by the Hawke's Bay player. Hawke's Bay using their rolling maul. The rolling maul that did win them the game against Canterbury. Last week, Fakatava has a go down the blind side. Jonah Lowe with the little chip and chase. McClutchy has done very well. Karoi manages to hang on to that ball for OTAGO there. Kane Hamilton passes it to one of the forwards. They are looking like they're going to get set, but wow, that was a strong tackle from the number 7 for Hawke's Bay. Was Brendan O'Connor. What's your prediction, Ham? My prediction is going to be, I think it's going to be 38-26 to OTAGO. I think we're in for a high-scoring game here. Can you say Subkaf Rajulas XPL? Is that supposed to be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, George? Because that's not quite it, but I think I said it pretty well. So I will take that as a win. OTAGO 0, Hawke's Bay 0 at the moment. Ash Dixon has gone over the top with the line out. It's found Jonah Lowe. Fakatava passes it. It was all but number 8 for OTAGO over the ball very well, and he has won the penalty there. And it was Dylan Nell who managed to steal that ball. That's bloody high. Yeah, I think it could be a high-scoring game. I think it will be very back and forth, but hopefully we get over 50 points scored here. George Myers put Supcar what? That's how you spelt it, George. OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay. We are still 0. OTAGO fine touch with that kick from Josh Ioane. This is, of course, for the Ranfurly Shield. So I'm hoping it will be a very good game of rugby to watch. So the number 8 for OTAGO managing to steal that ball. And because of it, his team now have a line out just in Hawke's Bay's half. And OTAGO do claim that ball. Fires it back out. And OTAGO, almost stolen from Hawke's Bay that time. Hamilton goes out to Josh Ioane. Gives it to Collins. Hamilton goes short to Hawke. who has a strong run up the middle. Hamilton finds the number 12. That will be Morris. Aleki Morris. Jackson has a wee run. It's a little kick in behind. There was an advantage for OTAGO there. And they are going back for the penalty here. OTAGO will have it. Brooklyn, Murfitt, Ingram has said, come on Hawke's Bay, we have got a Hawke's Bay supporter. What do you think the score will be, Brooklyn? And George Meyer has put, is this rugby? This live stream per se is not rugby. I'm not showing the game. But I am telling you what is happening in the real match. And it is very exciting. Noah Rogers has put, go OTAGO. 3 points for OTAGO here. They are going for the kick here. Josh Ioane lining it up. So Josh Ioane to take this kick. He's got the 4th most points this year on 32. And he is looking to get 3 points on the board for OTAGO. And it is pretty much straight out in front from about 35 metres out. So I think he won't have any issues there with this kick. And he has converted it, Josh Ioane. So the score is now OTAGO on 3 points, Hawke's Bay 0. I'll update my scoreboard. There we go. The rugby opinioneer has said go OTAGO. So we have got a Hawke's Bay fan, but also a couple OTAGO fans there. Noah Rogers has said 3-0. It is 3-0 indeed. OTAGO 3, Hawke's Bay 0 at the moment. OTAGO claiming that kickoff. And Josh Ioane has a bit of a run. Little flick out the back to Ricky Jackson. Kane Hamilton. Oh, it has been kicked downfield by OTAGO. They're trying to find a bit of space. But is covered well. Kurt Baker kicks it high into the sky in Forsyth Bar Stadium. Taken well by Karoi. Noah Rogers has put Hawke's Bay will lose. Isaac Williams has said, told you they would win, Ham. It is still early days, Isaac. 3-0 is probably not going to be enough to win this game. But if they continue playing as well as they have looked in this first 10 minutes, I think they could get quite a few points on the board. Josh Ioane gives it a boot downfield. Oh, but is it going to go dead? No, it's not. It's pulled up 2 metres from the line. Great kick from Josh Ioane. Kurt Baker now lining up a kick. And he is trying to find touch, and he has found it. So Kurt Baker, playing 15, has done a very good kick there. And we have seen quite a few kicks so far this game. So both teams trying to play a bit of territory, it would seem. Right, line out. It will be Ricky Jackson throwing this ball in for OTAGO. Isaac Williams has put you wait. Tell you what, if they did win this game 3-0, that would be slightly disappointing. But what's not disappointing is Nareki running up the middle of the field, tackled by Whakatava. Kane Hamilton fires it out the OTAGO backline. Josh Ioane goes to Collins. And Karoi has a bit of a run. And there was a little bit of a knock on there, it seemed, but there is an advantage to OTAGO at the moment. Hamilton does a little chip in behind, but we are going back for the penalty. Noah Rogers has put the shield belongs in the South Island, but more in Canterbury. Now, Canterbury, they will have to earn another chance to win that shield. They did lose it to Taranaki, which they wouldn't have been very happy about. But I'm sure with the team that they've got, they'll be able to get another chance at it very soon and have a good chance of taking it back. OTAGO 3, Hawke's Bay 0. Josh Ioane deciding whether or not to take the 3 here, or whether to kick in the corner. He is about 30 metres out. 3 metres inside the 10 on the halfway side was the option, and the other one was way out to the side, but a lot closer. So we are taking the one out to the side. Player leaving feet, and Joshuani is kicking for touch here. So we are going for the line out here. Rugby Opinioneer has put All Blacks starting Xbox One. What do you mean by that, Rugby Opinioneer? But we will go back to the score. It is 3-0 to OTAGO at the moment, and they've got a very good chance of possibly adding more points on the board with this line out, about 10 metres out from Hawke's Bay's line. They only got the shield very recently by beating Taranaki. They won't want to give it away yet. Hamilton goes out. Little grubber in behind, but it is cleaned up by the Hawke's Bay player. And he has done a very big kick downfield. But a good run from the number 14 for OTAGO. He's flying down the wing here, but is tackled. It was Vahokolo, I believe is the name. Nariki having a run. He's 10 metres out, but he couldn't free the arms. Has he got it on the line there? Nariki almost driving over. George Myers, but I'm not sure about this Isaac Williams fella, Hamish. Well, okay, and he'll scrap him. I'm not sure whether that will actually happen, but you would have to come down for you to have the ability to do that, George. But I don't think that will be happening. OTAGO 3-0 up, but we are going to a TMO decision. The ref, I can hear him puffing. I think he had a big run. But Nariki looking very dangerous so far this game. Noah Rogers had said no try to Jonah Nariki. Held up. Tell you what, it's very close though. And they are looking at it very closely. They think it is going to be. Rugby Opinioneer says, I mean 15. All Blacks All Blacks starting 15 Xbox One. Are you meaning you'd like to see a video on who I think would be in the All Blacks starting lineup on Rugby Challenge 4, perhaps? Is that what that would mean? Held up is the call, so it will be a scrum 5 metres out from the line. But OTAGO still have a very good chance of getting some points on the board here. Nariki, he had a very good run here. He did have Charles Eaton on his outside, but he decided not to use him. And unfortunately, that may not have been the best option. I think Eaton was open on the outside, and he would have had the power to drive over. The Rugby Opinioneer has said yes. Something that I will say is I am definitely looking at doing some matches with the exact lineups from the All Blacks Wallabies game that will be coming up next weekend. I'm going to be doing probably around 4 or 5 videos on it on Rugby Challenge 4, so be tuned in for those. I still haven't decided who my starting lineup for the All Blacks that I want it to be as yet. They've got such a strong squad, I think, that I just can't pick. But at the moment, the score in this game is 3-0. OTAGO over Hawke's Bay. The scrum 5 metres out from the line. OTAGO do have the feed. So scrum 5 metres out. 5 of the last 6 games hosted by Otago have been won by 6 points or fewer, with 3 won by a single point versus Hawke's Bay. So we could be in for a very close game here. And hopefully it's a high-scoring game. Otago, if they can win this, have a very good chance of scoring some big points. Hamilton puts the ball in. Otago's scrum is struggling. But they have managed to keep that ball, but not for long. The number 8 over the ball there. But somehow he hasn't got that one. Hamilton gives it to Jackson. Oh, the ball has come free a little bit. It's a little bit ugly, but it is sitting at the back of the Otago ruck at the moment. They are still less than 5 metres out. Hamilton organising the forwards. A pick and go from Otago here. They are up to the 5th phase. They are still within that 5 metre line. Hamilton goes off to Josh Ioane, who looks dangerous. He couldn't decide where he was going to pass that. Michael Collins unable to help him out. Hamilton gives it to the number 5, which is Will Tucker. Hamilton. Michael Collins has a go. They are only 1 metre out here. Noah Rogers, who do you think will win the first Bledisloe test and the second one? I think the All Blacks will... Oh, I want to say they will win the first one. But I think the second one could be a lot closer. I think from the form of Super Rugby Aotearoa, the New Zealand team, the All Blacks, will have the advantage in the first one. But then I think it will be a lot closer in the second. The Rugby Opinioneer has said, I can't pick my 15 either. It's a very hard decision. There's so many good players, and they've got a lot of young players as well who are also an option. So I think no matter what they choose, I'm going to be happy enough with it. Because if we can't pick it, the selectors must be just sitting up at night thinking, what are we going to do here? Because, yeah, they've got a big decision to make. Will Tucker getting a little bit of treatment here. He's been busy for this first 18 minutes of this game. Otago have had 82% of the possession so far, and Bay of Plenty only 18%, and Territory 72%, Bay of Plenty 28%. So Otago have had a lot more of this game. And Otago time in opposition 22 is 2 minutes 38. And tackles 48 from Hawke's Bay with only 10 from Otago. So if that keeps up, missed tackles 8 from Bay of Plenty, 1 from Otago. So if that speed keeps up and Hawke's Bay have to keep defending, and they've given away 4 penalties, they may get fatigued later in this game, and that could cost them. But we are still 5 metres out. We've got another scrum being set here. Kane Hamilton will be putting the ball in for Otago. The back line, they've got 2 either side, and Josh Ioane, I believe, was straight behind the scrum, so he will decide what way he wants to go very soon. Otago has kept the ball. They're trying to drive it. Fakatava has stolen it from the back of the scrum. So unfortunately, it is a penalty against Hawke's Bay. And Otago have decided they will go for the 3 points. And it's a pretty simple kick for Josh Ioane. Noah Rogers has said 3 points to Otago, yay. 6-0 to Otago. It certainly should be. Because I don't think there's any way that Josh Ioane could miss this kick from this close. Is well and truly within the 22, straight out in front. So there should be no problems whatsoever for him. Is it too soon to make it 6-0 on my scoreboard? He's got 75% kicking accuracy for 2020. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the risk. There we go. Otago 6, Hawke's Bay 0. But he hasn't kicked it yet. We are 20 minutes in. But this should be a simple kick for a kicker the standard of Josh Ioane. He had a very good Super Rugby Aotearoa for the Highlanders, and he is continuing that form into this Mitre 10 Cup. And it has gone over. So the score is now 6-0 to OTAGO over Hawke's Bay. 20 minutes into this match. So, Noah, I see we haven't got your score prediction. What do you think the score will be, Noah? Hawke's Bay have retained that kickoff. Fakatava fires it out to McClutchy, who falls awkwardly, but he is okay. Fakatava gives it to one of the forwards. Oh, and OTAGO have won the penalty. So unfortunately for Hawke's Bay, it's just not quite going their way at this stage. OTAGO keeping a lot more of the possession, not releasing the ball for Hawke's Bay. So Josh Ioane will be kicking. Once again, the Rugby Opinioneer has put, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will check it out after this live stream, the Rugby Opinioneer. I'll give it a look. What type of videos do you post on there? Noah Rogers has said 24-9 OTAGO will win. Okay. So we've got quite a few have been for OTAGO. I don't think we've had a Hawke's Bay prediction yet. No one thinks that Hawke's Bay are going to be able to steal the shield off OTAGO. Because OTAGO do, of course, have that home field advantage. And there's no wind in Forsyth Bar, which does make it quite useful. OTAGO have gone to the front of their line-out to the number 6. It was Eaton. Hamilton gives it to the number 8. Dylan now has dropped the ball, unfortunately for him. And it only just went forward, I thought, but it's a knock-on nonetheless. So OTAGO using that short line-out almost snuck through with Charles Eaton. Then 10 metres out from the line. Unfortunately, Dylan now unable to grab that ball and hang on to it. So it is a scrum. Hawke's Bay's ball. Hawke's Bay's Ranfurly Shield all-time record is games played 96, games won 61, with a win percentage of 64. So with the odds, you'd almost say they would be slightly more in the favour. And that was a penalty against OTAGO. And Hawke's Bay are going for the scrum once again. They had the option of kicking, but they have gone for the scrum. Looks like there are a few tired players out on the field already. We've been going for 24 minutes, but it has been a very high pace. Definitely for Hawke's Bay on defence. They've had to try very hard to keep OTAGO from scoring. And they've done very well in doing that. Of course, they've scored 6 points from kicks. Fakatava feeds it in. Gives it out to Vizinier, who has kicked the ball out, which was a good kick. All Blacks and MTC. Now, I will have to ask, what does MTC stand for? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, Mitre 10 Cup. There we go. I found it. What type of videos do you do on that, the Rugby Opinioneer? Do you do predictions or results, or what type of thing are you uploading? Kane Hamilton has the ball, has given it to Ricky Jackson. Hamilton passes it to Collins with a flat ball, who has offloaded it from his back. Josh Ioane's got ball in hand. He's a dangerous man when he does have it in hand. The score's still 6-0 to OTAGO over Hawke's Bay. Harrington gives it out to Collins with a little grubber. It's an ugly bounce, but the Hawke's Bay fullback Kurt Baker has done very well to claim that ball. And they are 1 metre out from their line, Hawke's Bay here. But somehow they have managed to keep that ball. And McClutchy has cleared their lines. And it's a very good kick. Little cheeky grubber from Collins bounces almost over Kurt Baker's head. Nariki chasing hard. And Kurt Baker does very well not to get forced back over his own line. That would have been a 5 metre scrum in that regard. But very well done from Kurt Baker and very well done from McClutchy as well. The line out is over. OTAGO slowly driving here. They're very close to the sideline. Hamilton passes out. Oh, and it is dropped by Nariki. He was first receiver and unfortunately for him, unable to hold that ball. Jonah Nariki. So it is a scrum to Hawke's Bay now. Handling error is 2-0. OTAGO having the 2. And that could be their downfall. Hawke's Bay have given away more penalties. But handling errors, OTAGO have had more. The Rugby Opinioneer has said previews and reviews. I will certainly check it out after this live stream, the Rugby Opinioneer. It sounds like it would be right up my alley. So OTAGO 6-0 over Hawke's Bay at the moment. The time has been off at the moment. They are going to have another reset of the scrum. Anyone who is new in this live stream of OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay, let me know your predictions in the comments. Who do you think will win this match? We have had quite a few say OTAGO, but let us know. Right, the ref with a stern warning has said either the front rows will sort out their scrum or he will sort it out for them. And we all know what that means. So now OTAGO will have to try and win this scrum against the feed. But Hawke's Bay will be wanting to get out of their own half. The scrum has been a little bit slow. Not a lot has happened over the last couple minutes. We are 28 minutes into this game. And the scrum is about to be set. Fakatava fires it out to McClutchy. It was a good run. Fakatava's got it now. Fakatava fires it out again. Gives it to Flanders, who has a good run. The number 8 for Hawke's Bay. And Tuala has a run as well. Fakatava still playing halfback. And it has been dropped now by Hawke's Bay. And dropped by OTAGO. So we are going to have another scrum now. Noel Rogers has said, did you see that Tasman lose to North Harbour 40-24? I did hear that they lost. I haven't watched the game yet, but that was probably a very big upset. Tasman, before that point, had won all 3 of their games. So to lose to North Harbour, that would definitely have been an upset. So it will be interesting what that does to the table now. But this game is played for the Ranfurly Shield. OTAGO 6, Hawke's Bay 0. Most tackles made by the Magpies, 8 from O'Connor, 7 from Dixon. So that is quite a few. And Hawke's Bay have done a lot of defending in this first 28 minutes of this game. We have had quite a lot of stoppages so far, unfortunately. Hasn't been as smooth as we would have liked. But unfortunately, we are still waiting for the scrum. So, I gotta think of a good question here while we wait for these scrums. Who do you think will score the next try? That's a good one. Who's going to score the next try in this game? Is it going to be OTAGO or is it going to be Hawke's Bay? And then with that, who, as in the player, which player is going to score it? Let's see if anyone can get it completely right. I'm going to go Nareki for OTAGO here. Hamilton gives it to Joshuani. Goes out to Michael Collins with the offload. Nareki is running. No way. Oh, Whakatava has done very well. I thought for a second that Nareki was going to score right after I'd said about it. But Hawke's Bay now have this ball. Hawke's Bay 15 out from their line. They are looking at what they can do here. But it is tricky. OTAGO. Lucas says OTAGO as well. Opinioneer has said All Blacks versus Australia preview video coming next week. I'll be sure to check that one out. That should be a good one. And Noah Rogers has also said Jonah Nareki for who is going to score the next try. Whakatava, though, doing very well there. Managing to shut down Jonah Nareki and jump on that ball. Line out throw to OTAGO. They have retained it. Hamilton fires it out to the number 12 for OTAGO. It is Aleki Morris. A little kick in behind, but it is covered well by the Hawke's Bay player. So Hawke's Bay now have the ball. Whakatava fires it out. Jonah Lowe very close to the sideline. But it is very well done by the number 6 for OTAGO. Little backline movement not quite working out for them. But now it's starting to take shape. Nareki having a go. He doesn't pass very often by the looks of it, Nareki. But he's a very dangerous runner of the ball. And there was a knock on. So it is going to be another scrum, and it will be Hawke's Bay's ball. Luca has put go OTAGO. What do you think the score will be, Luca? What's your score prediction for this one? At the moment, it is OTAGO 6, Hawke's Bay 0. And it's been quite a stop-start game at the moment. We've had quite a few scrums. So hopefully the second half will pick up a little bit. Everyone has been saying that this is going to be quite a close game. I am looking forward to it. To see these later minutes, see who is able to win this one. Take the Ranfurly Shield. Will OTAGO retain it, or will Hawke's Bay be able to win this? Whakatava's got it. Goes to McClutchy. Big kick for Ili. And it was a good kick. But is cleaned up by Karoi. Gives it to Nareki, who puts it on the boot. It's a big kick, and there's a lot of space back there. Hawke's Bay are going to grab this 10 metres out from the line, but it is McClutchy, and he has got a good boot. It's a very good kick, but it has stayed in the field. So now, Karoi calling his shots. He tries to fire it back infield, but it is taken by the Hawke's Bay player who does a bit of a netball pass. Set out to Tuala, who does a very small chip. It hardly cleared his head. There is a maul now. Hamilton's got the ball for OTAGO now. Good run from Jack Regan there. Hamilton back out. Josh Ioane fires it flat. It's taken well by Karoi. He passes it out to Nariki, who tries to offload back infield. Is that ball still in? I think it's somehow stayed in, about 2 meters out. Oh, the ball has been dropped by Josh Ioane outside of the 22. It was all happening there. Luca has put 36. Now Roger Southland will win the premiership, or win the championship and move to the premiership. That is certainly a possibility at this point. Who do you think's winning the premiership, Noah? Otago 6-0 over Hawke's Bay. Both teams, we're very keen to keep that ball moving there. And we are once again time off for another scrum. That must bring the scrum tally up to about 6 for this half so far, which is a bit unfortunate that it's been so stop-start, but hopefully things will pick up in the second half. The rugby opinioneer has said All Blacks 45-20 Australia. That would be a good game of rugby to watch if that was the case. Hopefully it is a high-scoring game and there's not too many scrums and everything slowing it down. We want fast-paced rugby because that's what these Southern Hemisphere teams are very good at, is playing very fast, attacking rugby. But the score at the moment for this game is 6-0. Otago over Hawke's Bay. And we are waiting once again for another scrum to happen. So hopefully we get to see a try before half time. We are currently 34 minutes into this first half. Noel Rogers has put try to Hawke's Bay. Lockie Urban has put Taranaki is better than a target. Fakatava has passed the ball. One of the Otago players is down. Mikaeli Tu'u. Fakatava passes it. Goes one more. Out to Ili, who does a little step with the offload to the number 5, who looks for another offload, but there's no one there. Fakatava goes out to the number 10, who runs through. Little run back on the inside. Fakatava's going. He passed it to number 7, and number 14 for Hawke's Bay has scored. And Luke has put Otago is good. And the try is scored by Lolagi Vissignier. Has managed to score. Hawke's Bay did score, Luke, as said. It was a good try. Eli runs up the middle, offloads to the number 5, which was Tom Parsons. Goes to the number 10. To number 6, Fakatava sees the number 7 on his outside, who goes one more to number 14, who scores out on the side. Fakatava passes the ball to Brendan O'Connor and gives it out to Vissignier, who manages to score. So now Bay of Plenty have scored right before half time. McClutchy is taking this kick. His accuracy is only 40% for this season so far, but I assume he is probably a better kicker than those stats. So we will have to wait and see. Has he kicked this one over? And it's a very good kick from the Hawke's Bay player. 37 minutes into this first half, and Hawke's Bay now leading 7 to 6. Hawke's Bay lead over Otago. Josh Ioane, he was down while that try was being scored, but he is back up and he is taking this kick. And it has been kicked off by Otago. Well taken by Tom Parsons there, who does a bit of a drive. Fakatava calling his shots. He wants a couple forwards protecting him for this kick. And he has kicked it very high. Otago player lines it up. It was taken very well by Karoy. Hamilton passes it out to Bauer, who has a bit of a dash up the middle. Hamilton goes out to Josh Ioane. Gives it to Nareki with the little chip in behind. Or little grubber in behind, should I say. McClutchy has done very well once again, though. Fakatava gives it out to Stones. Fakatava has done well, but he has been tackled there. And the try scorer is the one who has become the halfback. Oh, Rogers had said 6-7. That is the score at the moment. And Luke has put there in the lead, 7-6. Otago losing at the moment. And now, but for how long is the question? Because Otago are on strong attack here. Ricky Jackson has kept the ball in somehow. But Hawke's Bay have taken that ball back. Hawke's Bay, Brendan O'Connor has done very well. He did assist that try, and now he has got the ball back for Hawke's Bay. Fakatava tries to get the ball as far downfield as he can. It has been taken quick by Otago. Josh Ioane runs. He's got plenty of space. Passes out to Nareki, who does a little couple steps. He tries to offload it. Hamilton has picked the ball up after it bounced. Hamilton takes it to ground. Good clean out. Honak has a bit of a go. Can Otago score just before half-time? Hamilton has been under a huge amount of pressure, and Hawke's Bay win the penalty. And it was Vicinea who did win that penalty for his team. Hamilton under a lot of pressure at halfback and was unable to clean the ball up. Luca has put Otago will win. They will need to score some more points on the board. Otago here. And Josh Ioane is going off for an HIA, so that could be a bit of a hit to their team. So the player coming on will be Mitchell Scott. Hawke's Bay's number 10. It is McClutchy, and he is kicking for touch. He has found touch. About 40, we'll say 5 metres from halfway in Hawke's Bay's half. And just like that, the 40 minutes is about to be finished. Hawke's Bay have got the line out throw. They are going to have to travel 55 metres if they want to score here before the end of the first half. But from that last running attack, if anyone can do it, it is them. They have retained that ball. They're going for a little bit of a rolling maul here. But they are going sideways. Goes to Fakatava, who just puts the little grubber into touch. And that is the end of the first half. At the moment, we are going into half-time. And it is 6 points to Otago, 7 to Hawke's Bay. We'll put that up. So the score is 7-6 to Hawke's Bay at half-time for the Ranfurly Shield as well. So Otago are going to have to score some points here if they want to retain their shield. They have only had it since last week. Is it going to be a possibility that it could change hands once again? And Hawke's Bay, can they get the ball? Can they get the shield? Luca has put go, go, go Otago. So Luca very much wanting the Otago team to make the comeback here. The rugby opinioneer has put TJ Perenara will lead the haka. I assume that he would. He does it so well, TJ Perenara. Puts all of the passion that you could ask for into that haka right before the game. Fires everyone up. And you never know. It could be the difference between the All Blacks winning and losing. Who knows how close these games are going to be. They are up against a Wallaby side that I believe will have quite a bit of young talent in it as well. A few names that we haven't seen much of, who could be very dangerous players. So Rugby Opinioneer, do you think TJ Perenara will be starting the game, or do you think it will be Aaron Smith? But we are waiting for the start of the second half. We're probably around 5 minutes away at the moment. But that is all right. We are able to fill in some time. So what I might do while we are waiting, I might show the lineups. I didn't get a chance to at the start. I started the stream a little bit late. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show each team's lineup. We have got the OTAGO lineup, which consists of Bauer, Jackson, and Hawke as the first three. Jack Regan and Tucker are the locks for OTAGO. Then we go to Eaton, McDowell, and Neal. Number 9 is Hamilton, 10 Josh Ioane, number 12 Morris, Collins playing number 13. That makes up the centres. Then Jonah Nariki on one wing, Vahakolo on the other, and Vilamoni Karoi playing 15. This is what the reserves bench looks like. And at the moment, Mitchell Scott is on the field as Josh Ioane was off for an HIA. Rugby Opinioneer has just got I. I'm not sure whether he pressed enter by mistake, perhaps. But we will wait and see. So that was the OTAGO lineup. Now we will have a quick look at the Hawke's Bay lineup, which consists of, for Hawke's Bay, they have got Raketi Stones. Ash Dixon is the captain. And Apikatoa is the other prop. We've got Cridge and Parsons, the locks. Makaeli, Tu'u, and O'Connor, as well as Flanders. Then at 9, Fakatava, 10, McClutchy. The two centres, Toala and Stacey Illy. And then on the wings, Jonah Lowe and Vizier. I struggle with that name. And Kurt Baker at number 15. Vizier was the player who scored the try for Hawke's Bay. That led to Hawke's Bay being in the lead. This is their reserves bench. But we are slowly getting closer to the start of the second half. The Rugby Opinioneer says, I don't know. And Luca has put, don't go Hawke's Bay. Bit of reverse psychology, perhaps. It is very clear, though, that we have got a few OTAGO supporters in this stream. Make it blue for you, but we will go back to our stock standard red. And the score is 6-7. Hawke's Bay are leading. They got that try and converted it by, it was indeed McClutchy who converted that try. So OTAGO have 40 minutes to try and get the lead back here. Because if they don't, they will be losing that Ranfurly Shield, which is not what they will be wanting. They only got it last week. We are still waiting for the start of the second half here. We are getting close, though. So we may only be maybe about 2 or 3 minutes away from the start of the second half for this game, OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay. It is played at Forsyth Bar Stadium. I am going to quickly, I made a little thingy-mabob. There it is. OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay for the Ranfurly Shield. That says 4 p.m, but it is 4:35 was kickoff Sunday, October 4th at Forsyth Bar Stadium. So OTAGO with the home crowd, they will be wanting to retain that shield. Jason Yang put, hello, what time is it in the rugby game? Just joined. At the moment, Jason, we are at halftime and the score is currently 7-6 to Hawke's Bay. They managed to score very late in that first half. So they did take the lead from OTAGO, who had 2 penalties that Josh Ioane was able to convert. So it will get very interesting for the second half. It's fair to say I was expecting more points on the board in that first half, but hopefully the second half will start cranking up a bit. So Jason, Luca put, OTAGO can get try this time. We will have to wait and see. They are trying their best. But unfortunately, no one has really broken through in this contest yet. So it could still go either way. Jason Yang has put, who do you think going to win? It's a hard one. I think OTAGO may be able to do it. But then that could also depend. If Josh Ioane is off, then all of a sudden I'm starting to favour Hawke's Bay because Josh Ioane is such a dangerous number 10, so without him on the field, OTAGO may struggle a little bit, although they have got Mitchell Scott, and I think he will still be a decent enough player. So currently 6-7. We are very close to the second half starting here. So this game is very close to starting the second half. The tackles, I think I just saw Hawke's Bay have made pretty much double the tackles. And Visanier is the only one who has scored a try. McClutchy converted it and Josh Ioane got the 6 points for OTAGO from penalty kicks. And we are very close to the second half starting. I'm just switching over. Right. Kiwi Gamer says, this seems like you are just talking randomly since I can't see the game. That is true. I am very much just saying whatever I'm saying to fill in this halftime gap. But now we are extremely close to the second half starting. And the kickoff has been made by Hawke's Bay. It's taken well by OTAGO, but almost pushed into touch. Luca has put maybe Hawke's Bay might win. Possibly. It could still go either way. I don't think we can pick a winner quite yet. I know people want OTAGO to win, but they will have to get some points on the board for that to happen. Victorious NZ said, I don't like magpies. They peck people's eyes out. That is true. They are quite ruthless birds, those magpies. So, does that mean you don't like Hawke's Bay, Victorious, or is it just the bird that you don't like? Are you a Hawke's Bay supporter? This game currently is 6-7. Hawke's Bay with the lead. I'm going to put the scoreboard back up without the halftime. There we go. Hawke's Bay having a crack. They are just inside of OTAGO's half at the moment, but it is a penalty. And OTAGO win it for that penalty. And Josh Ioane, we are seeing, is coming back to the field. So that is very good news for OTAGO. They would have been quite worried about Josh Ioane missing out. So now I am slightly more in favour of OTAGO, I think. With Josh Ioane out there, I think they could have a right crack at this game. And straight away, he has been chucked the ball, and he will have to kick it into touch. So, to Kiwi Gamer and to Victorious, who do you think is going to win this game, and what score do you think it will be? Jason Yang has put, I'm an Auckland, Tasman, Wellington, Otago supporter. That is quite the range. But those are some pretty good teams. You'll be happy enough with the results this year for those teams. And you'll certainly be hoping that Otago will be able to retain the shield here. Kiwi Gamer, as you can see my profile, I'm a Taranaki fan. I can tell that. Who is your favourite Taranaki player, Kiwi Gamer? And Luke has put, let's go Otago. Is Josh on the field? He is, and he's already involved. But unfortunately, it is a knock-on advantage to Hawke's Bay. Josh Ioane passes the ball, but he was unable to find a player there. So both teams look like they are playing a lot quicker rugby in the second half. Both teams really want some points on the board. But we all knew that this was going to be a close game. Neither team really willing to let the other dominate it. And we are 43 minutes into this game at the moment. They are mentioning that Hawke's Bay had one opportunity in that first half and they took it, whereas Wellington were unable to. No, not Wellington, Otago were unable to. Luca has put, yeah, Josh is back on now. Otago is going to win. I think they've got a decent chance. If they can take their chances here, Otago, I would say, will be able to retain the shield. But at the moment, they are 1 point behind. So they're going to have to work hard and get some tries and definitely some points on the board. If they want that to happen, we are waiting for the scrum to take place here. We are currently 43 minutes into this game. Anyone who is just tuning in, what do you think the score will be? Oh, Victorious has asked the hard questions here. He has said, if you could pick your own Mitre 10 Cup 23, not including players in the All Blacks squad, what would your lineup be, and could they beat the All Blacks? That is an extremely tough question, Victorious NZ. Oh, I'm going to have to think about it quickly. I'm going to put the scoreboard back up. So if I was to pick a team made up of Mitre 10 Cup players, I will say straight away, I don't think they would beat the All Blacks. I think they would give them a decent game, but I don't know whether they would be able to beat them because the All Blacks squad is pretty well stacked this year. Rugby Opinioneer has put, I want TJ Perenara to start, but I can't pick the rest of my 15 apart from halfback. It's a hard decision, the Rugby Opinioneer. Tell you what, if you like, you could answer Victorious NZ's question, which was if you could pick your own Mitre 10 Cup 23, not including players in the All Blacks squad, what would your lineup be and could they beat the All Blacks? I know that from what you said, you make videos about the reviews and you do videos on the lineups and whatnot. So what is your lineup that could beat the All Blacks? Right, Luca has put, hopefully they get in front. Jason Yang has said, I'm going to say Otago 30, Hawke's Bay 28. I hope so, Jason. That way we would see a lot more points than at the moment. Kiwi Gamer has put, my favourite Taranaki player is Sean Wainui. And then Luca has put 32 Otago and Hawke's Bay 12. So a lot of people, now that Josh Ioane is back on the field, are saying it will be Otago that win this game. Chocky NZ has put Hawke's Bay should win. So we've got one who is going for Hawke's Bay. And like I said earlier, Hawke's Bay have taken their chances so far. Fakatava passes it. Hawke's Bay using their back line here. Good tackle from Josh Ioane. Fakatava gives it all, but Otago have stolen that. Hamilton gives it out to Karoi. Oh, okay. They've kicked it in behind. The bounce is ugly for him. And it was a forward pass, so OTAGO now have a scrum 10 metres out from the line. What does Sean Wainui got to do to make the All Blacks? He has been superb for the Chiefs. He had a very good Super Rugby Aotearoa. I agree with you there, Victorious. When you see the other players, he is certainly right up there in talent. So it's a good question. What does he have to do? Luca, is Max out there in OTAGO today? Which player is Max? Where are we looking? I've got the lineups in front of me. I'm not seeing a Max on there. So is that a nickname? And Luca has said no. The score at the moment, Hawke's Bay are winning by 1 point. We are 46 minutes in. OTAGO, Josh Ioane up the middle. And it is a knock-on against OTAGO there. It was looking like a dangerous play off the back of the scrum from OTAGO, and Hawke's Bay clear their lines. But it hasn't found touch. Karoi fires it out. And he's doing a little bit of a step. Gives it to Collins. I believe it was. Hamilton gives it to Josh Ioane. Fires it wider. To Nareki. He's a dangerous man with the ball in hand. He is a very hard player to stop. OTAGO trying to get a bit closer. They're at the 22 at the moment. Karoi has a bit of a run. It's a good one. Hamilton has got the ball in hand. A good run from Dylan now there. Hamilton gives it to Josh Ioane. They are using their backs here. McDowell with a big run up the middle. But Hawke's Bay have got the penalty. Hawke's Bay get the ball back. Luca has put, no, OTAGO will win. It's still a very close game. And at the moment, McClitchy is getting to kick the ball downfield. So unfortunately for OTAGO, that's another chance they've had that they haven't been able to execute and get any more points on the board. Luca put, I meant Matt. I mean is Matt. One runner there. From the lineup, I'm looking through and I can tell you that that name is not in OTAGO's lineup. And I'm just having a quick look just in case it's Hawke's Bay, but no, he's not on either side there, Luca. Notorious NZ has put, I support Waikato. I just don't like the birds. Evil creatures they are. They are evil, those magpies. But Hawke's Bay now have got the advantage. Good run from Parsons, but we are going back for the advantage here. Or for the penalty, should I say. Kiwi Gamer said, I think this is delayed. On my TV, it's a bit ahead. Yeah, I saw that earlier on. We had someone who said that the try was happening before it actually happened. But yes, I believe there is a bit of a delay. Because I am watching it over Wi-Fi instead of on TV. So then that would be a little bit of a delay. And then once again, live streaming. So then that's another delay on top of that. So I'm probably maybe a minute or so behind everyone else. And Victorious has got, I got OTAGO 25, Hawke's Bay 22. In that case, that would be a very close game. And another very exciting one, the one yesterday, Wellington versus Canterbury. That was a great game to watch. It went right down to the last minute. And then we ended up going to Golden Point where Canterbury were just able to win it. So that was a bit unfortunate for Wellington, but very well done from Canterbury. Rugby Opinioneer has put 9 MD and 10 JI, which 10 would be, oh, it's a bit of a run. I'll come back to that. It's a good run from the Hawke's Bay number 6. He's still going, but he has been Oh, he was tackled 1 metre from the line, and then OTAGO get the ball back. Liam Coltman's only been out there for a very short amount of time and has already won a penalty for his side. MD at number 9. I'm trying to think of who that is. 10 is Josh Ioane, but MD, it will come to me in a moment. I will go back to the scoreboard for now. MD. It's going to annoy me now that I can't think of who it is. Hawke's Bay taking that one quickly. Fakatava has taken a quick tap from the penalty. Fakatava's having a right good run up the middle, and Fakatava has scored for Hawke's Bay. He's run straight through, took the tap quickly. OTAGO tried to kick it out and didn't find touch. And Falau Fakatava has scored for Hawke's Bay. I'm going to have to change my scoreboard. What a run it was. He took the quick tap. Hamilton tries to tackle and misses him. Karoi sold the wrong way. Hamilton misses the tackle and Fakatava score for Hawke's Bay there. Will update my scoreboard. Fakatava quick thinking to take the tap and go. OTAGO were not set. Karoi got completely wrong-footed. And now Hawke's Bay have a little bit more of a lead. 51 minutes into this match. Lincoln McClutchy to take this kick. And he has converted, so the score now 6 points OTAGO, 14 Hawke's Bay. So now OTAGO are going to have to work very hard to come from behind here. Luca has put Hawke's Bay scored. Indeed, they did, Luca. A very good try from Fakatava to put his team back in the lead, or even more in the lead, should I say, with the score now being 14-6. Josh Ioane to kick off for OTAGO. Not what OTAGO would have been wanting there. Luca has put 14-6. Yes, it is. 14-6, Hawke's Bay leading. They've taken the kick well. Fakatava, he's been a busy boy this game, and he has kicked the ball downfield. It's taken by Karoi. Gives it to Josh Ioane. Fires it wider to Nareki, who sticks it on the boot once again. Oh, it's a very good kick. He's chipped it over the number 14. Fakatava passes it out to McClutchy, who gives it a big boot. And he has found touch. But they are coming back, because he did carry it back into the 22. So a little chance for OTAGO here. Kiwi Gamer said, I think the score is going to be Hawke's Bay 14, OTAGO 13. So that would mean that OTAGO score one try and convert it. And Hawke's Bay will hang on by 1 point. That's a good prediction. That could happen here. OTAGO, they've looked dangerous, but they just haven't been able to turn it into points at the moment. So unfortunately for them, if they want to keep this Ranfurly Shield, they are going to have to score very soon. Liam Coltman to throw this line out. They are inside Hawke's Bay's 22 here, OTAGO. Oh, and Liam Coltman has taken the ball. Advantage to OTAGO here. Liam Coltman has a dash, but is hit by Fakatava. The advantage is over. Hamilton passes off. They are getting slowly closer to the line here. Advantage once again for OTAGO for an offside. Hamilton passes the ball out. And Regan with a good run there. OTAGO trying to get something going. Collins with the little chip. But we are going back for the penalty. Jason Yang has put Dylan now At number 8, Vinayak Pandey has put who will win. Any guess? I'm going to still say OTAGO, but it's still debatable who is going to win this game, but I think OTAGO. Vinayak. Jason Yang said for 8. Dylan Neal is at 8, Jason Yang. Kiwi Gamer, OTAGO is about to score. Luca, OTAGO could come and win. Kiwi Gamer, it was an offside, and Luca said still. So we've got a lot of hype in the chat for OTAGO to make the comeback here. But Josh Ioane is going to try and take the 3 here, which will put them back within 7 for OTAGO. Are 55 minutes into this game at the moment. Josh Ioane lining up the kick. He has been successful, 2 from 2 so far tonight, 100%. And is he going to be able to convert this one? No worries there, straight down the middle. So the score now, OTAGO 9, Hawke's Bay 14. Kiwi Gamer has put OTAGO will win now. Unfortunately, so far, they have only been able to get penalties as their only form of points. If they can score very soon and find a bit of a rhythm, I think they will win this game. And we've got Josh Ioane, go score a try. He has got a lot of talent, Josh Ioane. So I think it is likely that he could either score a try or set one up. He's got Nariki outside him. It is a knock on. So OTAGO have got the scrum feed here. Luca has put try to OTAGO. So OTAGO now have got the scrum feed. They are going to want to score off the scrum. They look like they may be going for a bit of a set play here, OTAGO. We are 56 minutes into this game. The camera is showing Nariki. He is way out on the wing. Vinayak Pandey has put will total points in the match go above 38. I will be honest, Vinayak, I don't think they will for this match. I think both teams are playing very well. So unfortunately, they are kind of cutting each other out. So I don't think it will get to 38, but it could still have 1 or 2 more tries in this match. Luca has put win OTAGO. So the current score is 9 to OTAGO, 14 to Hawke's Bay. We have got 22-ish minutes left of this match. Can OTAGO retain their Ranfurly Shield that they won last week against Taranaki? Or will it be going home with the Magpies? Hawke's Bay, Josh Ioane kicking for touch here. And he has found it. There are subs that are being made now. So OTAGO able to win the penalty from that scrum. And they had the advantage, so they were trying something. But they weren't able to capitalise off that. McClutchy has been taken off. And it is Caleb Makini who has come onto the field. OTAGO retain that. Line out, Hamilton kicks it high. But it has gone out on the full from Kane Hamilton, a rare mistake. So now we are back pretty much where it was. And now it is Hawke's Bay's throw. Luke has put there closer to get a try, so OTAGO could win 30 to 20. That is a good prediction. I hope it happens. I want to see some tries very soon. We've only had 2 this match. Who knows, maybe Bay of Plenty could score a couple more times, get a bonus point as well. Hawke's Bay charging up the middle at the moment, but OTAGO have won another penalty from not releasing. And Kiwi Gamer, the score is probably going to be Hawke's Bay 12, OTAGO 14. Or is that the other way round, Kiwi Gamer? The score is currently 14 to Hawke's Bay, 9 to OTAGO. Does that mean you think it would be Hawke's Bay 14, OTAGO 12? Jason Yang has put forwards for my own Mitre 10 Cup. 1, Aiden Ross. 2, Ricky Riccatelli. 3, Oliver Jaeger. 4, Josh Dixon. 5, Pari Parkinson. 6, Tom Sanders. 7, Duplessis Karefi. And 8, Gareth Evans. That's a pretty strong forward pack you got yourself there, Jason. Now, I guess something that I could possibly look at doing is maybe making a team in Rugby Challenge 4 of everyone's dream Mitre 10 Cup, like full game, and have them play against the All Blacks. That could be an exciting game to watch, so let me know if you guys want to see that. I'll take your picks of who you want in the starting lineup, and I will make it happen. And at the moment, this game, 60 minutes in, and it's still 14-9. Hawke's Bay winning over OTAGO. Turnovers, 12 to 6. OTAGO having a lot more handling here. It's 10 to 4. So unfortunately for OTAGO, they aren't playing like a team who want to keep this Ranfurly Shield at the moment. Kiwi Gamer, I got my comment wrong way around. Hawke's Bay 14, OTAGO 12. I thought that was what you meant. Kiwi Gamer, don't worry. And Luca has put they're closer to being in the lead to OTAGO. You know what, Luca seems like a very strong OTAGO supporter. They should have you at the game, Luca, giving them all the praise and the motivation. Maybe they would be winning this game if you were in their huddle telling them what they should be doing. We are waiting for this scrum to take place here. Currently 60 minutes into this game. OTAGO on Hawke's Bay's 22. And OTAGO do have the feed. Hamilton to feed the ball in. So Hamilton, both scrums. Hawke's Bay's scrum has almost looked stronger, I would say, but the ball is at the back of OTAGO's. It's an awkward looking scrum. But McDowell running off the back and the ball has gone out. And it was a knock on, so we are going back. Hawke's Bay have got the scrum feed this time. The Rugby Opinioneer has put, I will come back to you, Victorious NZ. I assume that is about the starting 15 for the Mitre 10 Cup. So it's looking not that great for the number 7, Slade McDowell. He looks like he's got a bit of a leg injury here. I'm not sure if he will be able to continue. But it is a scrum, and it will be Hawke's Bay's feed. They are currently winning 14-9. So it's a very close game. Could go either way. Luca put, I wanted to go with Grandad, but he had 2 tickets. That is a shame. Hopefully you'll get to go to one at some stage, Luca. Now that the crowds are back at the games, it does make it more exciting. Well, that is interesting. The list of who has had the shortest times with the Ranfurly Shield. It's a good run from Hawke's Bay. Fakatava kicks it high. It's a good kick in behind. It is taken well by the OTAGO player. Karoi has stuck it on the boot. OTAGO chasing hard. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. That could be a red card right there, or at least a yellow. Unfortunately, the Hawke's Bay player jumped up in the air. It was their 22. And it was Caleb McKinney. And unfortunately, Karoi, tackling player in air, he came in underneath him. So the player jumped and he came in like that. And unfortunately, the Hawke's Bay player landed on his head. Kiwi Gamer has put high tackle, not quite Kiwi Gamer. It was tackling the player in the air. They are going to have a look upstairs here. Whether or not this will be a red, I'm not too sure. It did look very ugly when it happened. I hope that Caleb McKinney is okay. He jumps up and Karoi takes him out in the air and he lands on his shoulder and slightly the head. So they have said it's minimum yellow. It's just whether or not it's a red card. Luca said, I will ask him on Saturday. It sounds like a good plan, Luca. And Rugby Opinioneer said, I can't pick my 15 for the Mitre 10 Cup. It's too difficult, eh? There's too many good players in New Zealand playing rugby at the moment. And we are still seeing this replay. And the more you see it, the worse it looks for Vilimoni Karoi. And it's debatable whether or not he will be on for any of the rest of this game. Because, unfortunately, he did take out the leg of Hawke's Bay's player, Caleb McKinney. I'm just watching the replay. It's not a good one. I mean, McKinney had headgear, but that doesn't change the impact. It was very ugly. Backs for own Mitre 10 Cup, Finlay Christie, Harry Plummer, Mark Talia, TJ Faiani, Michael Collins, Jonah Nareki and Wes Hewson. Hunter Lowry has said how much more time. The time is 62 minutes 40 at the moment. So we've got just under 20 minutes left here, Hunter. And OTAGO currently losing 14-9. Luca has said a red card. By the sounds of it, they are going for a yellow. Hunter Lowry once again said how much more time. Sorry for not getting to you quicker, Hunter, but it is it's 63 minutes into this game at the moment. They have had a little meeting here at the referees. Kiwi Gamer has said, yay, not red. And they did end up just giving him that yellow card. But he is their fullback, so that's interesting. What impact is that going to have on this game for the next 10 minutes? The current score is 14-9 to Hawke's Bay. And now they have got an extra man on the field. Unfortunately, my feed has stopped for now, so I'm trying to get it back quickly. Bear with me. Rugby Opinioneer has said, I mean 23. And Jason Yang put, do you think my own Mitre 10 Cup squad can defeat the All Blacks? They are a pretty strong side, Jason. It would certainly be a good game between the two sides. But to beat the All Blacks, you have got to be a very strong team. So at the moment, Hawke's Bay using their backline. Jonah Lowe tries to break through, and he has a little bit. Fakatava passes the ball out. Luca has put, hopefully it will be OTAGO who wins. Well, it's debatable at the moment. McKinney has had a good run at the line. Tugger FN has said, yo, what's up? How are you going, Tugger? Who have you got winning this game, Hawke's Bay or OTAGO at the moment? Hawke's Bay lead 14 points to 9. It's a good run from the big number 19 for Hawke's Bay, and he has scored. And just like that, Isaiah Walker-Lewis has scored for Hawke's Bay. Isaiah Walker-Lewis has scored that try. He hits the gap. He's quick for a big man. No one was able to catch him, no matter how much they tried. And unfortunately for OTAGO, they are going to be slightly further behind here. Tugger FN has put Hawke's Bay, brother. And Luke has put try to Hawke's Bay. And Kiwi Gamer has put, I'm going for Hawke's Bay. We have got a lot of Hawke's Bay supporters at the moment. But now the score has changed drastically all of a sudden. OTAGO are quite far behind in this match. And at the moment, the score is 19-9. And OTAGO, unfortunately, with the man in the bin, I'm not sure what the reshuffle was like, but they could have been missing Karoi at that time. Of course, he was yellow carded, and he's still got 7.5 minutes left of that yellow card. So, it's very interesting. I think that Hawke's Bay might win now. 19-9 Hawke's Bay. And Hawke's Bay, now I thought OTAGO. Yeah, they have taken the momentum here, Hawke's Bay. And the score is now 21-9. I'm just going to quickly change it. There we go. No, it's not up there. There we go. Hawke's Bay 21, OTAGO 9, and there are 15 minutes left of this game. OTAGO are going to have to come up with something very soon if they want a chance of retaining the Ranfurly Shield. They have got the ball at the moment, though. Gives it back to Kurt Baker, who does a very good kick downfield. Are OTAGO going to take it quickly? No, they aren't. A huge kick from Kurt Baker. So, unfortunately for OTAGO, Karoi is still in the bin, Villamoni Karoi, and he will be for the next 6 minutes. And that could be enough time for Hawke's Bay to take this game from them. OTAGO have the line-out throw, Liam Coltman to throw it in. And they have retained that. OTAGO fire it off the back, Hamilton to Coltman. There was a little bit of a set play they were trying there. Collins with the little flick out the back. He's a good runner of the ball, but he has dropped it. And it was a knock-on from OTAGO. It was their number 20, which is Sione Missiloi, is the one who dropped the ball. Kiwi Gamer has put Luca, I think, 21-9 now. So you think this will be the full-time score, Kiwi Gamer? Tell you what, I think there could be more points on the board very soon. Hawke's Bay looking very dangerous here. OTAGO just unable to make anything really happen in this game. Missed tackles, 13 for Hawke's Bay, 12 for OTAGO. Now, the interesting thing was OTAGO actually had 8 of those. No, Hawke's Bay had 8 missed tackles right in the first about 30 minutes, which means that OTAGO, unfortunately for them, have caught up, and they are going to have to work very hard to get this Ranfurly Shield back. Luca put OTAGO lost today. Yes, Kiwi Gamer. Tell you what, the game's not over yet, though, guys. We never know what could happen. Although Hawke's Bay, to be fair, have looked like definitely the more dominating side. Number 20 goes to Whakatawa, who chucks it very far forward. It's flicked out the back by Ioane. Nariki's got it now. OTAGO looking dangerous, but they are coming back for the knock-on from Hawke's Bay. 21 to Hawke's Bay and OTAGO 22 is the new prediction. So you think OTAGO will make the comeback, Luca? And Kiwi Gamer has put Hawke's Bay is going to win. They've got a good chance, Kiwi Gamer. They've got a very good chance. Kiwi Gamer has put try for Hawke's Bay. I may be a little bit behind, so if that has happened, I have not seen it yet. But that would mean that they win the scrum against the feed here, as it is James Ascot to feed the ball in for OTAGO here. And it's looking like a strong scrum from OTAGO. No worries there for them. Ascot's got it in his hands. Gives it out to Josh Ioane. Goes wider to Collins. There was an offside. Nariki's having a run. There was an offside against Hawke's Bay. They're still playing the advantage here. The ball has come free. So we are going back for the offside advantage. Offside against number 22, which would be Caleb McKinney, for Hawke's Bay. So OTAGO have got a good chance here. Josh Ioane is going to try put some good meters on this kick. Penalties conceded. Hawke's Bay have conceded 12 and Otago 5. Josh Ioane with a good kick. They are on the 10-metre line. Or should I say the 40-metre line, if you like. In Hawke's Bay's territory. Jason Yang has said how much longer. And the time left at the moment, we've got just over 10 minutes. 10 and a half minutes, Jason. Kiwi Gamer said, never mind, after saying try for Hawke's Bay. But Jason, we have got just over 10 minutes left. Otago will have to score a couple tries here. And at the moment, 14 points if they score 2 tries. That was an amazing win against the throw from Hawke's Bay. They are playing like they want the shield. Luca put no try to Hawke's Bay. Otago have got the ball back though. Ascot goes to Liam Coltman. Like I was saying, if Otago score twice and convert them both, then they have won this game. Ascot goes to Ioane, but Nareki has dropped the ball. So Hawke's Bay have got it, but now we are going back for the scrum. Handling errors, 13 from Otago, 5 from Hawke's Bay. That number there, that sums it up. Vortex, Priske has put high. I support Taranaki, but Hawke's Bay will probably win. They've got a very good chance at the moment, Vortex. It's good to see you in this live stream. The current score is 21-9. Hawke's Bay leading. Connor McLeod is on the field now. Whakatava has come off. He scored that try earlier, Whakatava. He's had a good game of rugby. And to be fair, without him, I don't know how this game would have gone. He's been involved in quite a lot. Kiwi Gamer put at Vortex, I'm from Taranaki, and Vortex put same. Who is your favourite Taranaki player, Vortex? We found out earlier who Kiwi Gamers was. It'll be interesting to see if you guys have the same. Scrum to Hawke's Bay. They have won it. Goes out to Jonah Lowe. He's been a bit quiet this game, Jonah Lowe. Hasn't gotten the ball too much. And it was a knock on. Hawke's Bay knocking it on this time. So now Otago have a scrum. We've got 9 minutes left, 2 minutes till the Otago fullback, who is Villamoni Karoi, gets to come back onto the field. Jonah Lowe looking like he got his brain scrambled a little bit there. So he will have to go off for an HIA, surely. Last 10 minutes possession percentage, 64% to not Bay of Plenty, Hawke's Bay. And territory, 66% to Hawke's Bay. So they have been dominating this game in this last kind of 10 minutes. Oh, Jonah Lowe hit with a swinging arm in the replay we see by Shane McDowell. Tell you what, they may have another look at that. And that changes the decision. It's no longer going to be a scrum to Otago. It's a high shot. Luca says, come Otago, go, go, go. Unfortunately, though, Luca, they haven't got the ball anymore. It's at least a penalty. They are going to look upstairs at this, the TMO. McDowell with the swinging arm hits him about here. So, tell you what, this could easily be a yellow card. I'm not sure how they're going to say, but it was a swinging arm round his head. Direct contact with the head. Oh, it's a big hit. They are saying he's falling down. Potential foul play, and it looks like, are they going to give him a yellow card here? My dad says it's a red card. I don't know whether they'll go that far, but it could be at least a yellow. What is the decision? Oh, it is a red card. Direct contact with the head. Your dad was correct, Kiwi Gamer. Direct contact with the head. They said he knocked him out, which then meant that Slade McDowell is now off the field. He did have a limp, So in a weird way, that's probably not a terrible thing for him. Ash Dixon has been annoying the referee this game. He's just had a telling to. Kiwi Gamer said, yes, red. Tell you what, OTAGO now, at the moment, have only got 13 men on the field. And yes, Karoi will be back very soon from the bin, but for now, for this line out, he will not be on there. So this will be very interesting. What do Hawke's Bay do here? Will they be able to secure this win with one more try? We are in the 71st minute. And a try here, I think, would give them enough of a lead. And a try here would also give them an extra bonus point for 4 tries. Hawke's Bay retain that ball. They're going for a bit of a drive here. It's moving nicely. Ash Dixon's got it at the back. And they are now getting a bit of speed now, Hawke's Bay. They're going sideways a bit, though. Going towards the touchline. Hawke's Bay outside of the 22 at the moment, trying to drive further in. Connor McLeod offloads it. Connor McLeod once again gives it to one of the forwards who is met very strongly by Joshuani and Liam Coltman. Joel Hins has a go. Now, McLeod gives it off to Isaiah Walker. McAley to it goes to McLeod again. It's a good step from Caleb Markini. I've already got my 15 for the Mitre 10 Cup. I'm going to pick a second 15, and that will be my forever 15. Sounds like a good plan. The rugby opinion here. What an offload from Kurt Baker, but it was forward. Tell you what, if that had found who he wanted without it being forward, that could have been another try for Hawke's Bay. Luca has put OTAGO have lost. Not yet, Luca. I think they're well and truly close to it. But Karoi is back on the field, so they're back up to 14, but they're still at that disadvantage. And you have to say, Hawke's Bay, they have played the better rugby in this game. Jonah Lowe he's stayed off. So McClutchy, who thought his night at the office was over, he is back out there. So Jonah Lowe must have failed the HIA. So OTAGO, there is 6 minutes left. They will need to score very soon if they want to win this match and retain their Ranfurly Shield. But at this stage, it's looking like it's going to be going to Hawke's Bay. The scrum is to OTAGO here, though. 6 minutes left in this match. A red card against OTAGO. It was Slade McDowell who did the swinging arm that clobbered, as you would say, Jonah Lowe, who did fail his HIA. But if you think about it, the difference in points, if OTAGO were to score and then score again but not convert, then we would be going to a golden point. Kiwi Gamer said this is like the NZ versus England match. Oh, it's a bit of a mismatch or a bit of a handling error from OTAGO. Now they're 5 meters out from their line. That wasn't what they were wanting there. OTAGO are going to have to clear their lines. They are doing this very slowly, OTAGO. You'd think they were trying to kick further down the field. Josh Ioane has a bit of a run, but it's very good defence from Hawke's Bay. What are OTAGO going to do here? They can't get out from their own 5 meter line at this point. They're trying to run it out. It's dangerous. Karoi offloads it. They have gotten outside of the 5 meters. They were in there in goal for a while there. They are up to their 6th phase, and they are still only 7 meters out from their line. They don't want to kick this though, Otago. They're trying to find a gap, but there is no gap in the Hawke's Bay defence at the moment. It is extremely well done. Josh Ioane with the little kick over the top, but misread by Nareki. Oh, and now it's offloaded. Ash Dixon going for the corner. And chucks it back inside. And it is a try to Hawke's Bay. Ash Dixon frees the arm. And gives it to Kurt Baker, I believe it was. But Ash Dixon looks like he's injured. Kurt Baker has scored for Hawke's Bay. And now it is guaranteed that Hawke's Bay will be walking away from this game with the Ranfurly Shield. Nareki misread the bounce. It's given out to Vicinea. Ash Dixon does well. Offloads it back infield as he was getting driven out, and Kurt Baker scores. Ash Dixon in his 100th Mitre 10 Cup game. It's a very strong run from the number 14 for Hawke's Bay. Vicinea. Ash Dixon did extremely well. And he manages to get it infield, and they're showing him lying on his back after being forced out with his hands pumping. He knows that his team have done enough to win this game. I will check the comments very soon. I'm just updating my scoreboard. Hawke's Bay score. Otago have lost now. Neb rots his bit. Yeah, Otago sucked. Lucas but try to Hawke's Bay. Good job, Hawke's Bay. And Neb Roots has put Luca from Fink. I'm not sure whether you two know each other or not, but the score now is 28-9. Hawke's Bay winning this game. And there are only 2 minutes left. 3 minutes, sorry. And Bay of Plenty not only are going to win this game, not only are they going to win the Ranfurly Shield, but they are also getting a bonus point from this game. There is a maul happening at the moment. Josh Ioane went for the short kick, but Hawke's Bay did get that ball. And now Hawke's Bay have won a penalty for Otago not being able to get it out of the maul. So unfortunately for Otago, definitely hasn't been their day. They have got the red card as well. So they are missing a player. Neb Rots has put, can we see the game? Unfortunately, Neb, because of the fact that I don't have the rights to show the game, I'm not actually allowed to have it on the screen. I wish I could, though. But yeah, unfortunately, due to licensing and the rights, I'm unable to show it, which is why I'm trying to describe what is happening for you guys. Hopefully one day in the future, maybe I could secure some rights for it and be able to show it as well as talk you through it. The Kiwi Gamer has put the Magpies in the background will party soon. Indeed they will, but they aren't finished yet, the Magpies. Kurt Baker has a run. He's still going, but the ball was ripped free. But they have managed to keep the ball. They are playing like they want to score again here, Hawke's Bay. They aren't finished. There is a minute left. Neverett has put, come on, Scotty Stevenson. The score currently Otago 9, Hawke's Bay 28. This is for the Ranfurly Shield. And there was a pass on the inside, but the ball has gone out. But we are going back for another penalty against Otago. That for them, tackling player without the ball against Otago. Unfortunately for Otago, that has kind of summed up the game for them. Too many handling errors, too many handling errors and too many penalties against them. And sadly for them, it is going to cost them the shield. So Hawke's Bay will now hold the shield. Do they have a home game next? Do they have a home game next week? Is it going to be another shield defense? Luca, Hawke's Bay 1. And Nebruch, surely Connor McLeod scores the winner. Tell you what, it would be great to see. There is only 10 seconds left on this clock. Oh, they went for the corner a bit there, Hawke's Bay. And what happened there? I think they found touch, but it was kicked way downfield by Karoi out of frustration. So Hawke's Bay do have this ball. And that is the final siren right now. So are Hawke's Bay going to kick this out? It doesn't look like it. McLeod has a bit of a run. Now they do. Number 20 kicks the ball out. It was Miss Aloy. And Hawke's Bay win the Ranfurly Shield against OTAGO. A magpie is in a tree in my backyard now. Coincidence? Hard to say, Kiwi Gamer. Maybe it was a sign. So Hawke's Bay has managed to win this game. It was a great game of rugby. Hawke's Bay, they deserved to win it. They did dominate most of this match, and OTAGO, unfortunately for them, just unable to get a lot going together. Going to put this up on the screen. It is 28-9. Hawke's Bay win. And it is full time. So unfortunately for OTAGO, they were at home, but now they have to hand it over to Hawke's Bay. Never says, but cheers for podcast, Scotty Stevenson. No worries, mate. I hope you get some enjoyment out of these. I enjoy doing them. And if you guys enjoy watching them, I will be sure to keep doing them. I'm looking forward to the All Blacks Wallabies game coming up. Jason Yang put good game. It was a good game of rugby. Hawke's Bay did deserve that win. They were pretty dominant overall, handling errors and turnovers and penalties. Just OTAGO gave too many of them, which meant, unfortunately, they did lose it after only getting it 1 week ago to Taranaki. So now it will be interesting. When is Hawke's Bay's defence of the Ranfurly Shield? Will it be next week? It might be. But I might have to check that. But it was still a very enjoyable game to watch. I will hopefully be doing a few more of these next week. I thank you all for tuning into this live stream. I am close to the end of it at the moment. So anyway, so how many of you were able to watch that game, or are you only listening to this live stream? I'm curious. The Rugby Opinioneer has put good job, Hawke's Bay. They did deserve that win. They played very well. And because of that, the Ranfurly Shield, how many times has it changed hands? Canterbury lost to Taranaki, then Taranaki lost to OTAGO, then OTAGO lost to Hawke's Bay. Does that mean Hawke's Bay is going to lose it next week, perhaps? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure who they're playing. I will look that up quickly while I've got the chance. Mitre 10 Cup. Kiwi Gamer, I'm watching the game on my TV. And Coco Bean has put, I had to listen, don't have Sky. No worries, Coco Bean. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you were able to follow along with the game. I try my best to get the commentary right, but I do get distracted sometimes. So I hope you were able to follow along and have a fair idea of what was happening. Jason Yang says that he listens. So if you guys, I'm just going to quickly see what fixtures are coming up and whether or not Hawke's Bay are defending next week. It will be week 5. So next week they are playing North Harbour, but they are away from home. Does that change now that they've won the Cup? I'm not too sure. But the games next week that I probably will be doing these live streams for, I think I'll be doing Taranaki Auckland will be the first one. I'll quickly put the scoreboard back up so everyone who is just tuning in can see. The final score was 28-9 to Hawke's Bay. They were able to get the shield from OTAGO. And it was a very good game. They definitely deserve to win that one, Hawke's Bay. Yeah, I've got a few of the games that I'm looking at doing. I'll probably do, ideally, maybe 3 a week, possibly. But then, of course, we've also got the All Blacks game next week. Cohen Schroeder has put, can you do a game of Crusaders versus Blues soon? Is that a watch-along, Cohen, or is that on Rugby Challenge 4, out of curiosity? Let me know. Yeah, so, OTAGO Hawke's Bay. You got to feel bad for OTAGO, but they weren't actually able to score any tries, which is very unfortunate for them. I'm just having a quick look at the statistics in this live stream. We are sitting on 13 likes. I'm very happy with that. Anyone who has not left a like yet, please be sure to, if you did enjoy this live stream watch along of the Mitre 10 Cup game, OTAGO versus Hawke's Bay. Yeah, it was pretty one-sided in that second half for Hawke's Bay, I found. They just weren't quite able to do, or OTAGO just weren't able to do anything. Just handling errors kept costing them the ball. We have still got 8 viewers. I'm quite surprised. And now we're up to 9. Normally it drops completely off at the end of the game. The Rugby Opinioneer has said see you. I will see you later, the Rugby Opinioneer. I'll be sure to check out your video once I finish this live stream. Isaac Williams is back, and he said, what the hell happened while I was gone? Well, OTAGO, unfortunately, Isaac, after that first 3 points, just weren't really able to get anything going. And in the end, Hawke's Bay managed to win this game 28-9. So unfortunately, the prediction was not quite right for you on this one. But anyway, I think I'm getting very close to the end of this live stream. Isaac Williams has put it's rigged. Well, I guess you could think that since it's changed hands 3 times over the last 3 weeks, the Ranfurly Shield. Maybe we've hit a little bit of a patch. How maybe for the next few games, it's going to just keep going and switching clubs. Imagine if by the end of this, every club had held it. That would be incredible, but I don't think that's going to happen. Chocky NZ put 28-9. Hawke's Bay win. They did indeed, Chocky. The full-time score 28 to Hawke's Bay, 9 to OTAGO. Anyway, I think I'm getting pretty close to the end of this live stream. So I will say once again, if you did enjoy this live stream and you want to see more, please leave a like and also consider subscribing. And I will be back next week, hopefully, with more of these. Hopefully it wasn't too laggy at times either. I'm trying a bit of a different setup with a cable going into my computer instead of, I was using a hotspot for the first one. But anyway, I think this is where I'm going to end it, unless anyone else is going to say anything. I'll give it a quick minute because of the delay. Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at the games next week as well. I said Auckland Taranaki. That'll be a good one to watch. I believe I will be watching that one. I have got all of the ones here somewhere. Give me one moment. Right, here we are. I'm looking maybe at doing Manawatu Canterbury, possibly on Friday night. Unfortunately, on Saturday, there's Taranaki versus Auckland and Wellington versus OTAGO back-to-back. I don't know if my voice will be able to handle that, but we will see how we go. And then, of course, we have got the All Blacks Wallabies game, and that one will be a definite option. But we have just hit 2 hours of this live stream. So with that said, I thank all of you for tuning in. I hope you have enjoyed. And Kiwi Gamer has said bye. Thank you for watching, Kiwi Gamer. I appreciate it a lot. But anyway, that's the end of this live stream. And I will see you all in the next one. See you later. Jason Yang said bye as well. I thought I better come back. I just tuned off, but now we've got everyone back at it. And Isaac Williams had said hi. Hi, Isaac. How are you? No, if I start saying how are you, I'll end up talking for another 30 minutes. And then this live stream will get very long. And anyone tuning in who is tuning in right now will start getting annoyed because of the fact that it's no longer about the Mitre 10 Cup. I'll put the scoreboard up quickly. That will mean that it seems like it is. Hawke's Bay win. Isaac Williams has put good thanks. How I can't do this. How are you? I am good also. Just about to wrap up this live stream. That if I don't stop talking now, I don't think I'll ever end up ending it. Could go for an 8-hour lot. No, I shouldn't say that. Isaac Williams has, but I'll leave you to. I'll probably talk to you in about 5 minutes, Isaac, to be honest. But anyway, that's the end of this live stream. The end score 28-9. Hawke's Bay win the Ranfurly Shield. And if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.